Hey kids, welcome into Tarotland. How is it going out there in YouTube world? It is oh, I forgot to change my date today. It is Tuesday, October 15th today. And I hope everybody's doing all right out there. Last night had some really interesting energies to it. And I was not appreciative of it, but we'll address it as soon as I do my call in because we have hit that minute mark. Welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I am Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand, and this is the Underdog Ministry. About last night, I told y'all the comment section is a free speech zone. That is not a free witchcraft zone. That is not a free energy directing zone. That is not a free discombobulation spell zone. So whoever did what they did last night and made it so I couldn't even speak, it worked for about a minute and a half. Your shit's weak. 1:44 on the clock. So that should start the disclaimer portion of the reading. Everything here is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a medical professional. I am not a licensed therapist, and I am not any kind of law enforcement professional whatsoever or legal professional. Not a lawyer, not a police officer, not a freaking paralegal, not a court clerk, nothing. Okay? So none of the advice that I give here supersedes any of the advice in those areas. If you need a professional in those areas and anything that I say may lead you to one of those people, say like a doctor, a therapist, a lawyer, a police officer, or a court clerk, then go to those professionals, okay? Do not take my advice over anybody else's. Use it as a stepping off point, as a direction, as here's the book. It's your job to read it, okay? Okay. Also, I've already said the part about the free speech zone. You are free to say what you want because this is the United States of America where I am living and working currently. Maybe possibly not where you're watching. And if you're not watching me from the United States, I'm so excited about that. Okay? Period. If you're watching me from outside of the United States, that's just thrilling for me. So, if you're within the United States, this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Everything I say does hold a lot of weight because when I channel, it's legitimate. However, I have to protect myself as well as everybody else. So that's why I say what I say when I say it. Okay? Okay. I'm going to shuffle first today. I'm being directed to maybe avoid the dice today. Somebody out there thinks the dice is too much like a Ouija board. And let me remind everybody, this is the Campbell's Soup alphabet dice game that you can find on Amazon for like $12.99. You could literally play like Scrabble with it. You can like play crosswords with it with your kids. There's nothing evil about this. So whoever equated it to the Ouija board, you're reaching heavily. Reaching, stretching, tiptoes, and whatever you're trying to grasp is at giraffe height. So it ain't there. Okay? It ain't what it is. High Priestess in reverse. Somebody's not getting it. They want you to be bad. They want this to be bad so bad. Whoever you are wants what the tarot readers in this community do to be bad so bad. And the people that specifically, and it's mostly Christians that are lobbing the verbal assaults. I'll say that. I have yet to be assaulted by a Buddhist, a Muslim, a Jainist, a Satanist even. It's only the Christians that run their mouths in the comment section. So I'm going to run my mouth when you guys do, period. Every picture in this tarot deck, and this is the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, one of the authors of this tarot deck, one of the illustrators actually, pardon me, was a devout Methodist, okay? Okay. So the deck was created with the Bible in mind. For those of you who don't know words and are getting more and more illiterate with election after election and school pipeline to prison line, okay? This is the picture book that explains all the things that are in all of the other books, okay? All of those books are moral guides. And I'm starting to think the more I read, reread, and reread the Christian Bible, that it's a prophecy book. It is not a history book. And we are fulfilling it in this day and time. We're in the book of Revelations at this particular moment in history of the world. Not to scare anybody. 6 Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody cannot take what they dish out. The Moon in reverse. There you go. Somebody can't take what they dish out. And they're trying to keep something from being exposed, trying to keep something under wraps, trying to keep something hidden. Like they're throwing rocks, hiding their hands. They're running their mouth, and it wasn't me. Okay? It wasn't me. Somebody saying it wasn't me. Oh, that tried to overpower the Empress in reverse. Okay. Somebody here tried to strong arm and overthrow somebody's creative process here. Somebody's parenthood. This is a secret. There's an intimidation factor here with that strength. But here's the deal. Who's the one that really has the strength in this picture? Is it the lion or the one that has the strength to tame it? So somebody's roar, 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 running their mouth. They're roaring about something. They're angry. They can't take what they dish out. They throw rocks and hide their hands. And now that the last thing they threw was a boomerang and the shit's hitting the fan, they don't like it. This Empress is the one in this picture. If you look. Same clothes, same hair. Oops. Same clothes, same hair, same kind of crown essence, okay? Somebody's trying to get you to step out of character. Somebody's trying to get you to stop creating, stop being you, stop flourishing, stop being good. Stop being motherly, stop being maternal, stop being guiding. They just really want to overpower you here. This throwing rocks and hiding their hands, this they cannot dish what they take out. You flipped the script and have tamed this lion, okay? So there's somebody that has overcome some sort of adversity or something here. And we've got the Eight of Wands in limbo. Movement is halted in either direction. Usually the Eight of Wands in the upright is fast-moving energy, and in the reverse, it's slow-moving energy. This is this is like traffic, a traffic jam. A traffic jam. Something is goosenecked for another person. Everybody's trying to get in, or this person here who tried to stop the creative process, possibly, is trying to force their way into it. Okay? And they're being halted here. Chariot in reverse. They're being halted here. We've got the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles. Can you see that the way I flipped it? Sorry. I'm not paying too much attention to the camera angle today. I sometimes am not really aware of things like that. So I apologize. So this is a standstill. This is a traffic jam. This is something being held back until there is a divine union. This person is going, this Empress is kind of been knocked down to the highest level you can get on your own in the deck. You can't get to the Ten of Pentacles without a family, without a legacy, without an inheritance, without other people. This is your highest elevated state in the lower arcana, in the major portion of the cards. Somebody's been knocked down off of their usual status in life because somebody threw the rocks and hid their hand. But this person had to climb down or get down and tame whatever beast this was. Okay. This caused some sort of traffic jam, backlog. There's so much going in one tiny pipeline that it slowed everything down, including a divine union. Right now, this Empress is in this energy here with the Nine of Pentacles. Independent, stable, secure, content, possibly an entrepreneur, self-directed, waiting for divine union. They've had to tame a lot of beasts in their life, and they don't, that might be everything that this person's trying to deal with. All the backlog of things that they're trying to funnel out of their mind and out of their energy, all the things that they're trying to heal from. They can only heal one at a time, but there's all this, and they can like maybe only handle one or two things as they come. Okay. Somebody is being stalled. They're being held back from some sort of divine union, and they're being kind of held in limbo in their own right with this stall here. But they're independent, they're content, their needs are met, they're doing some sort of work for themselves or work on themselves here. Star in reverse. This person still has some healing they're working on. There's some wounds this person is possibly, they're very deep in the backlog, very deep in the backlog here. And that's what's holding it up. Very deep in the backlog of this person's like residual memories, repressed memories, things like that. Tell me, what are these memories? What is this that needs to be healed for while this person is doing their own thing? I had this boyfriend, like, I don't know, I was, before I got married, I was like in my early 20s, and this guy was super smart, fucking genius. Like he could build anything, fix anything. Like the woodwork that this guy could do was amazing, but he had a little bit of a methamphetamine problem, and so did I at the time, right? It did not work. But this guy used to tell me all the time, I'm doing what pleases me. Okay? That's the energy of this card right here. Somebody is doing what pleases them. They're working, they're doing their thing. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says about the wounds. They haven't healed yet. They've overcome some sort of big beast over here. And they may have had to step back. They may be stalled out. They may not have this love situation that is ordained for them here because it's in the upright. They just have to do a little bit more healing work on themselves while they're alone here. Got to do what pleases you in this energy, whoever this message resonates with. You got to do your own thing. Sometimes by yourself. I don't think if it was for that particular friend in my life, and I mean, this was like somebody that was like a friend, not just a boyfriend. Like they stayed my friend for years before and after that. And it was like, if I didn't have that particular group of people in my life, even though we were all a bunch of like ruffians and doing like, you know, a bunch of drinking and partying and stuff, I wouldn't know how to do things on my own and for myself. I didn't learn that shit from my family, guaranteed. I learned how to be a good little housemaid from my family. I cooked and cleaned while my mom laid on the couch, pilled out and drunk. So, those people kind of helped me do my own thing, learn to follow my own direction. We all kind of were orphans together. Not that our families weren't there, but they just didn't care, okay? So we had this group of kids, and we ran together, and we were a family. And they taught me how to do what pleases you. There's somebody here that needs that advice. Somebody that's overcome something bad in their life. They've had to take a step back. They know that somebody is throwing rocks and hiding their hands. They know that somebody is casting illusions their way. They know that somebody is running their mouth behind their back about what kind of person they are. But what kind of person are they to overcome that kind of a beast and not step down out of this energy? They may have had to come down out of Empress energy, but this person's still doing their own thing without bothering anybody else here. They're held back. They're held up. We've got the Eight of Wands in limbo and the Chariot in reverse. There is space being made by the universe for this person to re-elevate here. Until you heal, you're not going to go back to this Empress status, okay? Up in the air in reverse. So there's more of that Chariot and Eight of Wands energy. This is the traveling card, like elevation. Somebody's ascension process may be hovering. Somebody may be enjoying the view from where they are right now. Like, yeah, they know they can just heat it up and go a little bit higher. They can turn on the, energy and elevate a little bit more. But they're kind of floating right now. Somebody is in a process of healing in the healing waters, okay? Somebody here might be taking a lot of baths. Might need to take baths. The Buddha prepares. Somebody's meditating, okay? Somebody uses water meditation, and that's why up in the air is in the reverse. Okay. This person doesn't like to get too far out of their head. They like to keep in control here. They like to stay grounded. They like to take this energy within. We've got the Treasure in reverse that also fell out with the Buddha prepares. Somebody is not realizing that they may have to let go of elevating to find what's within. They have to come back down and ground in within themselves. This Empress may be so concerned with practical matters here. Survival, business, juggling responsibilities, managing it all on their own, their health, their everything on their own here. This is an independent person. Somebody may have to take it down a notch, and it's not to say that you shouldn't keep ascending. You might need to hover. You might need to stay in a plateau right now while you absorb some things and tap back in internally. You've lost some sort of connection with your manifestation prowess. It's not like you're not successful, but you're not growing either, because somebody keeps throwing rocks at you, hiding their hands. They keep lobbing spiritual bombs at you. Two worlds in reverse. You can't keep going back and forth. You have to choose one direction. That's why you're in a plateau, in a standstill. That's why you're not having forward movement, because you're stuck, like pulled in two directions. It's like a bungee cord or a tug of war, where the center is where you really need to be. And then we've got the Journey in reverse. You have to step off of some sort of ascension path. And it's being guided for you to do that right now. You're not supposed to keep trying to achieve. Sometimes you're supposed to appreciate and sit and absorb. Sometimes you're supposed to take in the view instead of continuing to go higher, because you're going to lose oxygen and not be able to breathe up there. It gets real cold, real high in the air. You're supposed to be able to enjoy the view. Somebody's being told to slow down. You can't take yourself to a place where you don't have what you need to survive. Like air, oxygen, space, room to breathe. The ability to take a deep breath, period. Why did somebody throw this energy at this Empress I mean, yeah, they knocked him down, but look, they knocked him down to like the most powerful, most independent place they could be. The Empress, though, is somebody who has an empire. They have a family. They have an emperor. They have children. This is somebody who is a creator, who is, could be pregnant with, ripe with ideas, physically pregnant, maternal, any of those embodiments of the divine feminine. This person tried to lob bombs to knock a divine feminine down off their pedestal because who do you think you are, little Miss Muffet? I don't know, Red. Who do you think you are? So they tried to lob metaphorical and spiritual bombs at you to stop your ascension path, okay? They didn't like that you were divine. They didn't like what you had. They wanted your life. They wanted what you had. They wanted your position. This is a continuation from last night's energy. This person wanted your position. They're throwing metaphorical and spiritual bombs, hiding their hands, trying to keep it secret. And the strength it took for you to tame whatever energy that was thrown at you knocked you down, put you in a limbo status, put you in a standstill, in a traffic jam, in a bottleneck, in some sort of gatekeeping type of energy where you could not move forward, especially with any kind of partner, because you would have some healing to do from what was done here. Remember, you got knocked down out of your Empress level, but you're still independent and on your own and doing your own thing, and you are still working, and you are still holding it together, and you are still responsible and taking care of yourself, and you are pretty much doing the healing work. You're in the midst of it. That's why things are not elevating right now. You're still up in the air. You've got 3 held back cards. As the Buddha prepares is the next thing out. So you are doing the internal work. You're becoming some sort of, you're reconnecting to your divinity. Let's just say that. You're reconnecting to your divinity, and somebody is super, super angry that they could not steal your gift, steal your light. They wanted you to keep bridging 2 worlds, and you have had, or you will have to soon, make a choice. You can't keep going between 2 worlds. And if you do, you will no longer be on your spiritual path. Or the choice you have to make is that you might have to step down out of your divine role and get it out of the mud again. And that might be part of the healing work here. Alternatively, it's time for you to stop having to get it out of the mud, because you really have done the healing work. You have really put everything else on pause in your life, including relationships, to do this healing work that somebody did not want you to do. They wanted to block that journey. So tell me why. Why did they want to do this to you? The Oracle of Delphi. They didn't like what you do. They didn't like that you foresaw what was going to happen to you, and you planned ahead, or you knew that Spirit was going to guide you enough to keep you on your own 2 feet here, as long as you stayed the course and put everything else on pause in your life. You were given warning by Spirit this was coming for you. The War of the Roses, that you, on top of the Lovers, you knew this was coming, that this was going to block your love life, that you were going to have to fight for your right to even have love because of your gifts. You had to put everything on pause just for that. Diversity is here. You had to put everything on pause just for that. And you have been through so much fight because of the bombs that have been lobbed by somebody else who wants your gifts or wants what you have or wants your light. And this person doesn't like how different you are, how diverse your knowledge set is. You shouldn't know everything that you know. Well, there are still books to be read. I mean, there's things that aren't known, right? But this person is somebody that really, look at all the books that are stacked everywhere. This person reads a lot. They know a lot of different things. They do a lot of different things. They have a lot of different talents. Okay? This person, I'm hearing somebody might have to diversify their portfolio. And then we've got the Sands of Time in reverse, which is healing. Like somebody's really trying to turn back time. I'm hearing that song by Cher. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. Somebody really wants to go back and not attack you. They want you to be on their side now, but you are over here in a whole different level of spiritual warfare. You took the attacks and you did not lob bombs back. You chose a peaceful path. You know that you can't be in two worlds now. Because to bridge both worlds knocked you down. You tried to bridge both worlds when somebody lobbed these metaphorical bombs at you spiritually. And you had the strength to overcome it and tame whatever entity, spirit, spell, or I'm like gremlin I'm getting that was sent to you. You had the spirit to overcome it, but you no longer can walk in both worlds. You have to choose one direction or the other. You can't go backwards. Okay? And you're learning that. If you choose to walk in both worlds, you lose your position. And that's why you're being held back until you do this healing work to be able to listen to your gifts again. You were blocked because somebody is jealous of your gifts and they wanted to squash you like a bug. Possibly even literally bug your home, like with listening devices, or releasing bugs into your home, something from an insectiary or something like that. You know, somebody that does like beetles and ladybugs and friggin' whatever the things are that are out there for all the beneficial bugs that you put in your gardens. Somebody just releasing like a whole slew of shit into your house. Something like that. This is the kind of energy that is being just flung. I'm kind of getting like, for a picture of it, like you guys watched the Harry Potter, when Ron's wand snaps and he tries to cast a spell. This person snapped and tried to cast a spell, and now the slugs are coming out of them, kind of. It's like bugs, slugs. This person's just having it's hard to explain. Everywhere they go, there is some weird creature that is of the insect world. It's like a plague that follows this person that sent this energy towards you. They got fleas, or they like in their house, or they got friggin' roaches, or they got flies all over, even though everything's clean. Like this is unusual placements of these animals where they shouldn't be, like in a completely sterile environment, airlocked kind of labs, and there's spiders in the corner, kind of a thing. Like they are out of place bugs. It's something like you go outside and see them crawling on the ground. That's everywhere. But this person, like, that sent this energy towards you to knock you off your pedestal here. All they could do was knock you down to where you had to do things by yourself. You had to heal by yourself, and it's a little slow going. Things are still held up for you because you're doing everything by yourself. Diversity, all the things. chief cook and bottle washer up in this bitch. Doing all the things. Even though maybe you were in a privileged position and didn't have to do all the things before. Now you're doing all the things for yourself, okay? And you're okay with that. As long as you get your gift back. Whatever your gift is. Whatever you're speaking and saying that they don't want you to speak and say. Somebody is talking about a speak and spell right now, having a flash on ET. Speak and spell. Those little orange things. When I was a kid, it was an 80s toy. Look it up in Retroland. Somebody here does not like things you have to say. They don't like your visions. They wanted to stop it with a bunch of fighting. They don't like the diversity of your knowledge and the diversity of your gifts and skills. It's like if they stop one skill, you just pick up another. And this time you set it down and you set yourself down. And this is where they fucked up. Because you found inner peace here to heal your gifts. This War of the Roses is over. The sands of time are in reverse. Time is up on something. Somebody's been doing this to you for way too long. Time is up. It's over. Somebody's been doing this to you for way too long. The Tower card came out. This is going to be a painful ending. It's going to be like another trauma to this Empress energy. This ending, maybe what this was traumatic. Coming down to this Nine of Pentacles level from Empress level because somebody else lobbed metaphorical spiritual bombs at somebody else. Who do you think you are sitting on your high horse, little Miss Muffet? Well, somebody's really regretting everything they said or did about you. Somebody's crying over spilled milk. I wish I could take it back. I wish I could take it all back. You can't turn back time. You can't turn back time. Somebody is really, really sorry for what they did. They're disappointed in themselves. The devil made me do it. Shut up. Really? This is what somebody says is the devil made me do it. Somebody's a drug addiction, an alcohol addiction. Somebody needed to pay the bills, so they did something for money. Somebody's stuck to something because they're being blackmailed because of money. What they've done here. Somebody might have been so miserable in their own life, they wanted you to be just as miserable. If you notice, the Devil card is the exact opposite of the Lover's card. The Devil is not the opposite of the God card. Look at the depiction. One is divinely guided and one is karmic as fuck. So whoever this person was that wanted to be you, wanted what you had, wanted your gift, wanted to act like you, carrying over from last night, this is a female in Buffalo Bill energy the bitch would put on her skin if she could. I'm saying bitch loosely. I'm sorry if it offends somebody. I don't mean to be calling anybody a bitch. That's just what Spirit's having me channel. Somebody would literally wear somebody else's skin, their persona. They're trying to be somebody else. And they wish they could take it all back. They wish they could take it all back and just mind their own business. They wish they could have just stayed under the radar and minded their own damn business and never got involved with doing the things that they did to this Empress because their world is crashing down. There's a song by Machine Head called Crashing Around You. I can't remember all the lyrics to the part I'm trying to recall right now, so I'm not even going to try. But Google that song. It's an old Machine Head song, Crashing Around You. That is what is happening in this energy for this this female that tried to steal your energy and tried to knock you down off your pedestal and tried to be you. Literally, see this, she's sitting on a pedestal, okay? Knock you down off of your pedestal. So is the Empress, sitting on a pedestal. They want to knock you down a peg. They didn't like you. This person wishes they could turn back time now. Their world is crashing around them and they are grieving what they've created for themselves because they were addicted to coming for you. Addicted to a substance, addicted to things that they had to pay for. So maybe they got like paid to do something to you. Maybe somebody needed to fund their habit or something, and so somebody did some things to you, you know, and they're wishing like hell they would have minded their own business. They're wishing they would have just left you alone and kept their nose down and done the work for themselves. See, you have accomplished something in this situation without even realizing you've accomplished a damn thing. Look, there you go. Being accomplished, okay? Even though you're knocked down out of this Empress energy by this magic, by this person trying to swap your destiny or trying to assume your life, assume your skin, assume your persona, your personality, your everything. This person wanted to absorb your essence like a sponge. And they should have minded their own fucking business and done the work to make themselves their best them instead of trying to be a mediocre copy of you. Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody's going to have to be telling the truth. They're going to have to like confess what they've done here. Somebody's going to have to take responsibility for what they've done. It's apparent what they've done. Their world is crashing around them and now they're boo-hoo. I wish I could turn back time. The devil made me do it. I should have minded my own fucking business. Yes, the fuck you should have. Yes, you should have. The Justice card just flew out. Yes, you fucking should have. And that is karmic justice. Things will be made fair. Karmically, spiritually, physically, energetically, financially, whatever. This crashing around you is justice for this Empress who you had to knock down off their pedestal. You're going to have to take responsibility in a court of law here. Somebody should have minded their fucking business and done the work and done their own work. Get their nose in their own mess. But somebody wanted to be a spoon and come stir some shit up in your life. So maybe they could, you know, take on that essence for themselves. Well, that's their justice. They're getting caught. They're going to have to take responsibility. Somebody did something too quick here. Bottom of the deck. They jumped the gun and they did something too quick and now they are fucked. See, you have been held back and paused by the divine. Remember that. And this person jumped the gun right at the same moment that Spirit put you on hiatus. This person jumped the gun because they wanted to wear your essence and have your life and wear your skin and be you so bad. They wanted to absorb you and make you a non-persona, like you don't exist. And now this person's wishing they could turn back time because their life is crashing the fuck around them. They're grieving everything they're losing. They're disappointed in themselves. They're in despair. They can't even go home. They can't even go home to their family because they are a disappointment to their entire bloodline. Like this person might even be disowned by their family. And they're going to be like, but the devil made me do it. I was addicted to drugs. I was addicted to alcohol. I was addicted to what the dick did. I was addicted to being a dick. I was addicted to being a bitch. I don't know what this person is trying to do here, but they really just wanted to destroy you and should have minded their own business. The business that pays them. Now they have to take responsibility in a court of law because they jumped the gun, knocking you down a peg. Hierophant in reverse. Oh, this person is, they're calling on God for protection now. Look, the devil made me do it. Well, the devil, then go be with your friends then. That's a choice. Free will is given to you by the Most High, and you chose to chain yourself to some really nasty, nasty shit. You should have minded your own business. Should have minded the business that paid you. Now you got to take responsibility in the justice system. Things have to be made fair. You have to stand up and take accountability. Somebody's going to win something in a court of law against this other female here. They did something way too soon, and God is not going to protect you for that retaliation. Somebody used their personal beliefs to come for somebody else. Their beliefs that they should have what somebody else already did. Their beliefs that somebody else doesn't deserve, that they deserved more. But here's the thing. The world's crashing around this person who tried to knock this Empress down to this independent level, thinking they couldn't stand on their own 2 feet because they still had healing to do. Not realizing this is the thing the devil sent them to do. You got tempted to wield power over another human being, and here's your sign, crashing around you, while somebody else absorbs everything that's been done and tries to reconnect with the divine. Let's get an oracle on this. I'm going to use my gratitude oracle for this one. So tell me what this 9 of Pentacles, Empress in the reverse energy, needs to know moving forward with this justice here. Somebody did the wrong thing. They were impatient. They moved too fast. They tried to trick you. They tried to jam you up. They didn't have any kind of basis for doing this. And it was like pure spiritual retaliation. Remember, the devil made this person do it. They were not talking to God. The devil made this person do it. God says you have free will. You allowed yourself to be steered. You allowed yourself to be steered. Now, with that being said, everybody can always choose redemption if it's earnest. If it's within their heart and soul to do so, to apologize, to humble themselves and ask for forgiveness. It's all, if they seek forgiveness, they will find it. This is something that somebody doesn't believe or expect that they deserve. Unexpected energy. The clues are here for somebody to follow. It's like the breadcrumbing trail for somebody to follow, saying the devil made them do it. No. This is the trail you need to follow back home. You need to seek this trail. You need to seek the clues. You need to seek unexpected people in your life to give you new direction, culmination, for a final destination, for a new way of being, for a new life, for your next elevation here, Empress. You have been knocked down to this 9 of Pentacles, and your justice is that these people that have harmed you, or this person that has harmed you, is said the devil made me do it. The first thing they're going to do when they get in trouble is turn to God, because there's nobody else there to help them. And that's exactly the grand design. My, that was a plot twist, wasn't it? See, God will knock you down and put you in prison. God will have you on your deathbed. You could literally have 5 minutes left of your time in that vessel on this planet. And if you are earnest in your belief that you're sorry you'll get a new opportunity to learn again. I believe in reincarnation. Okay? The wheel turns. Energy does not go away when you turn the light switch off. It goes redirected to another place. Energy can't be quashed, so it moves around from place to place. So when our energy leaves us and our vessel quits working, like the battery or the engine dies on your car, you're still going to be able to drive another time, but maybe not in this life. Okay? If you catch it early enough, you may be able to save the vessel and keep driving down the road if you're careful with it for a real long time. But even if you're on your last breath, if you truly seek connection with the divine, however you define it, okay? Clues, it doesn't have to be God and the devil. It can be Buddha. It can be nature. It can be whatever it is to you that is of utmost importance in your life that makes you want to do the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing. Your religion could be ethics and justice. Who knows? But somebody needs to follow the clues that are unexpected for them when they actually break down enough to say, the devil made me do it. Oh God, please don't send me to jail. God, please don't end my life. Even though I tried to put this person in jail and tried to end this person's life. Oh God, please don't make me lose my house, even though I wanted this person to be homeless. Oh God, please don't make me poor, even though I wanted this person to not be able to feed their children. When you go to seek God because all of a sudden the devil made you do something, be prepared for unexpected ways that you're going to have to repay that karmic debt. Okay? Somebody else is being told, this Empress is being told that people will have to repay their debt to you in ways, and it may not come from those people themselves. The energy will be repaid to you through the universe that's going to help you heal and rise back up to your potential here, where you were before, to reset you on your pedestal securely where you should be, because you're a mother, you're a creator, you're a gentle human being, you're a nurturer, you are the divine feminine. You're supposed to be sat on that pedestal for others to what is the word I'm looking for? Aspire to. Instead of aspiring to be half naked on a stage for millions to see because famous is popular, and popular means acceptance, and acceptance means I'm validated. The divine feminine doesn't need validation, not in her divinity and not in her lower energy either. This is the Empress of the minor arcana here. This is the highest level you can get on your own in the minor arcana. That's somebody's justice here. They're going to get the truth. And the thing is, the true justice and the true divinity here is somebody wanted to be you so bad, divine feminine. They tried to knock you down to where they were, but they're realizing they literally have to elevate. They have to seek God to get to where you are. There's no other way. You have done something here that has made somebody seek the light where the devil made them do the nasty things to you. They should have minded their own business. They should have paid attention to the business that pays them, and now they have to take serious spiritual responsibility for what they've done, and this is justice. This person jumped too soon. They jumped the gun. They were hasty when they dealt with you. They retaliated against you for what they perceived your spiritual beliefs to be, not in alignment with their spiritual beliefs, okay? This is going to be somebody that is similar faith as you. And they're going to say the devil made them do it while they're trying to be pious in your face and knock you down a peg. Can we make the math on that one? Make it make sense? Because it don't. It don't make sense. This is a divine being that's an example. And somebody wanted to make an example of them. Well, they're now the example. Because this person is still standing on their own 2 feet here. Let's get one more. Let's get a vibe card out. One more closing message, please, and thank you for encouragement for this divine being that has been knocked down to the highest level they can be by themselves here. By somebody who couldn't mind the business that pays them because the devil made them do it. What is the advice for this Empress? Decide in reverse, clear the path in reverse, and exercise your vibes. You've already made the choice, and you have already blazed the trail. And now it's time to show people the results. You overcame this. You had a hard decision to make, a really hard decision, and you didn't have a good choice available to you. You didn't have a good choice available to you because of what was done to you here. And now this person is going to find themselves without a good choice available to them, unable to move forward. There is more blockages, more, we've got up in the air, the 8 of Wands, and we've got the Chariot in reverse, and the Journey in reverse. Clear the path in reverse. See, the choices were made for this divine feminine, and that's why they were unable to move forward. And now that the choice is theirs, now that they have risen above, now that they have succeeded in their spiritual mission, which the entire time was to get a disbeliever to turn to God for help. And it wasn't through your message. It was through their karma for coming for you. It was a big shock. You see the jumper cables that they're holding? It jolted somebody into awareness. Spontaneous awakening. Because you just did your thing. And it brought a tower moment to somebody else's life because the devil made them do it. They wanted to just destroy everything about you, and they should have minded their own business and the business that paid them and left you the fuck alone. And now they're taking responsibility. Whether they're doing this willingly or spirit is putting the kibosh on this person, I'm not quite sure. Justice is here right after the 7 of Swords in reverse. So somebody might be admitting to what they've done in court, because a lawsuit is here. Somebody might be taking accountability. Somebody might be getting their just desserts karmically. All right? It's like they tried to trick you. They tried to keep something from you. They tried to be impatient with you. They tried to make a decision before they had all the information about you. And they really did something before they knew who they were fucking with here. And God saw that. Don't turn to God now, even though that's exactly what God wants, is it's all to turn to him. But not just when you're fucked. When things are good, too. So this person is like, really wishing they had left you alone. Really wishing that they had minded their own fucking business. Whatever decisions you were left with were poor choices. You did not have... It's like... the lesser of 2 evils is what you had to choose from here. And there was no forward movement with either decision that you had to make. But you have stood on your own 2 feet, and your karmic justice is coming in because whatever you have done, the fact that you've stood on your own 2 feet has shocked somebody into awareness here. They did everything they could to undermine your stability, undermine your life, undermine your divinity, undermine your connection and your faith, undermine your religious beliefs. And they're shocked that you're still standing. They're shocked that they don't have protection. They're shocked that your ripple has caused a big, big wave. They're shocked that people actually believe in you, in your pedestal that you're sitting on. That you should actually sit there, that you deserve to sit there, and you shouldn't be ruffled because somebody thinks you're Little Miss Muffet. You have shocked an entire justice system here. And it might be you shocked somebody with karmic justice. They didn't believe that it existed. They didn't believe in the blowback of their own actions. They didn't believe that if they threw that fucking boomerang, it would come around and smack them upside the back of the head like a redheaded stepchild. They didn't believe. And now they do. And sometimes it takes a real hard lesson for people to bend their knees and bow their head in humility. That's why they call it the School of Hard Knocks, folks, because it fucking hurts. Lumps, bruises, blood, sweat, and tears. School of Hard Knocks. You get thumped and you learn not to do things again because you fucked up. And damn, did somebody fuck up when they came for this Empress. All right, you guys, I'm closing the reading right there. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for taking your time with me. Thank you for choosing the channel. Thank you for letting me entertain you for the last hour, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, even the yahoos. Okay, and I'm only have a few personal slots open, you guys. If you really do need a reading, you can email me, and the email is in the main description box of the channel. Okay? I'm not out here soliciting for your business, but if you do need help, email me, and I do have a very strict booking process because I have to keep strict records on my end. Okay? The email is in the description box of the main part of the channel, and there is a business phone line. You can text me and say I'd like a reading, and I will also respond in kind there, but you do have to have a Zoom or a FaceTime account to be able to get a reading with me. I do the first reading with anybody is going to be via video, so I can verify that you're a real human being and not a bot, and not somebody that's trying to steal grandma's credit card and use it to get somebody else's business. Okay. The invoice has to be paid before I will do the reading, but it's got to be done while I'm actually live on camera with you. I'm very strict about my booking process because there's too many people out there trying to be yahoos, trying to scam, and I'm not nice about it. So I do definitely want to help people. I have a 15-minute reading available for $22.22. A 30-minute reading available for $44.44. 1 hour is $88.88, and that is tarot only. Meaning I am flipping cards and answering questions only about with the tarot cards. If you need spiritual guidance, you need spiritual advice, you need somebody to listen for an hour, you need somebody that's going to keep your confidences, you need somebody that's going to give you advice on the ghosties in your house, or how to take a spiritual bath, or to set an intention or build an altar. All of that is going to be $120 an hour. For spiritual advice that does not involve the tarot, that's just me and you face to face for an hour. The readings are going to be through video link here on YouTube, and you will get your own private link. Like I said, the first time I meet you will be face to face with every single client. Okay? After that, if you book readings with me, you're going to get a link here on YouTube, and I'm going to do a video just like I do here with the lives, and it will be a private link that only you have and only I have. Okay? it's a little bit of a complicated booking process, but there's a reason for everything that I do. And there's backup on backup for each invoice. There's a video that gets sent to you to prove for what you paid for. You actually get something to keep when you have purchased a reading with me or purchased an hour of time for consultation with me. So with that being said, you guys, that email is in the main description box of the channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so when I go live, you do know and you can be here with me, okay? And remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.